Good evening. Due to load shedding inside my house, video recording is not possible due to absence of sufficient light. Here the chapter is same as previous one. Chapter is special theory of relativity and the topic is Galilean transformation. Two types of transformation. Transformation means transformation of coordinate system. So two types of transformation you have to study for the study of special theory of relativity. One is called Galilean transformation and the next one, second one is called Lorentz transformation. Though Galilean transformation is not required for the study of special theory of relativity, actual requirement is Lorentz transformation. But before the study of Lorentz transformation, you need to study. You have to study Galilean transformation. Galilean transformation is used for the study of Newtonian mechanics, where time and space both are absolute. They are not connected to each other. Space and time, they are absolute quantities and they are not related to each other in case of Newtonian mechanics. But you know that in case of special theory of relativity, space and time are not separate entities. Together they make space-time. Space-time is a single word. There is no gap in between space, in between the word space and time. There is no gap. Space-time is a single word. And that term you will use for the when you will study special theory of relativity. Okay. Here in this class, you are also studying the same thing, but before starting the study of special theory of relativity, you need to know this Galilean transformation. So again, we will take two coordinate system denoted by S and S prime. S prime is fixed on the surface of the earth and S prime system, that coordinate system S prime, that is moving with constant velocity. Okay. In S prime system, coordinate axes are denoted by X, Y and Z, and in S prime system, the coordinate axes are denoted by X prime, Y prime and Z prime. And also one more thing we are going to do here, that the X dash axis or X prime axis and the X axis, they are along a straight line. They are just not parallel to each other, they are along a straight line. And initially, when we are going to formulate the relation between these two coordinate systems, so at that time, when time was equal to 0, at that time, both the origins of the coordinate systems, S and S prime, were at the same location. Okay, means both the origins coincide with each other. When just the S prime system is about to move with a constant velocity along the direction of X, so obviously all other axes will remain parallel to each other. Y axis will remain parallel to Y prime axis, Z axis will remain parallel to Z prime axis, and X prime axis are along the same straight line, so both axes are same. Now after time t, initially they were at the origin, means when t time was 0. Now after time t, the S reference system remains at fixed position, it is not moving, but S prime reference system has moved to some distance. Okay. Now in S prime system, you consider one particle, a point particle. Point particle means what? The particle is having no dimension. It has mass, but it is having no dimension. So that's why this is called point particle. Any object can be considered, any three-dimensional object. Okay, but we are talking about now point particle. Okay, it is having mass, but it is having no dimension. So some noises are coming from surroundings. I think this will not disturb this video. Okay, my voice is louder than the surrounding noise, so I think you won't have any problem during watching my video. Okay, anyway, I am forgetting. Yes. So the point particle is in the S prime coordinate system, where the axes are denoted by x prime, y prime and z prime. Right. So after time t, the S prime system has moved to some distance. Suppose the distance between the origins of the two systems S and S prime is now x, means after time t the distance between them is x, and the S prime system is having constant velocity. This was mentioned at the beginning of this lecture. It was having constant velocity. Suppose that velocity is v, small v. Okay, that velocity is v. So in time t, how long it will move? The S prime coordinate system, I am talking about S prime coordinate system. S coordinate system is fixed at the surface of the earth. So in time t, what will be the distance traveled by the S prime coordinate system? Simply it is v multiplied by t, velocity multiplied by time. Okay, velocity multiplied by time. Now the point particle that was in the S prime coordinate system, okay, now of that point means of that point particle with respect to S coordinate system, the location is x, and with respect to S prime coordinate system, the location is x prime. You just assume these things. Okay, with respect to S coordinate system, the location is x, and with respect to S prime coordinate system, the location is x prime. So now what is the relation among these three variables, x, x prime and vt? What is the relation? If you can find out that relation, that will be the Galilean transformation. And since y and y prime are parallel to each other, so y will be equal to y prime. Z is parallel to z prime, so z will be equal to z prime, but x naught will be equal to x prime. One term vt will be there. So what will be the relation? Okay, so it is evident that between the origins the distance is x. That is not true. It is the distance of the point particle from the S prime coordinate system, means from the yz plane of S coordinate system, the distance is x, and from the y prime z prime, that plane, the distance of the perpendicular distance of that point particle is x prime. So obviously x minus x prime, that is equal to vt. That is the distance between the yz plane and the y prime z prime plane, right? So we can easily write that vt plus x prime is equal to x. Vt plus x prime is equal to x. Therefore x prime is equal to x minus vt. X prime is equal to x minus vt. So what we have got so far? X prime is equal to x minus vt, y prime is equal to y, z prime is equal to z. This is the Galilean transformation. Okay. Later I will show you other things related to this topic, Galilean transformation. Okay. Okay, I am now finishing this lecture right now here. Okay, thank you.